Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. If you're new, my name is Danny and I create content on all things green beauty. In this video, I am going to be talking about fungal acne, but I am going to be doing a safe makeup routine for fungal acne. If you're interested in learning more about Malassezia Folloculitis, which is also known as fungal acne, I do have a video on my channel where I talk about what fungal acne is, what signs to look for to find out if you have fungal acne, and how to treat it. So if you are interested in checking that out, I will have that video linked in the description box below. But anyway, in today's video, I am going to be showing you a safe makeup routine for fungal acne. So I'm just gonna go over a few things, some things to avoid in makeup if you have fungal acne. So you want to avoid oils because fungal acne thrives on oils. With fungal acne, you definitely want your makeup to be more lightweight. You don't want to be wearing a thick amount of makeup because that is probably going to irritate your skin. So you also want to avoid like fragrances, silicone, parabens, and chemical sunscreens. Now, I am going to be using products that are all clean, green, and non-toxic. My channel focuses on clean, green, and non-toxic beauty. So all the products that I'm using are clean. Also, there is a website that is kind of like a guide for fungal acne, and it has a lot of information on fungal acne, including makeup. So it has a whole long list of makeup products that are safe for fungal acne. So if you want to check that out, I will have that linked in the description box below. It is an article about fungal acne and has a lot of great information on there. So definitely check that out if you want to learn a lot more about fungal acne. So a lot of products that I'm going to use in this video are powder products, and I find that powder products are probably more safe for fungal acne just because they are more lightweight and they tend to not clog the pores as easily. Also, if you have fungal acne, of course you want to make sure that you're not always wearing makeup because you do want to let your skin breathe. But of course there are times where you want to wear makeup, and sometimes you're embarrassed because you want to cover it up. But with fungal acne, it can be kind of hard to cover it up because wearing makeup sometimes accentuates it, which really stinks. But there are options. Also, I want to let you know that in the first video where I talked about fungal acne, I really thought that I had fungal acne. It turns out that I do not have fungal acne. So I really thought that I did because I have suffered from hormonal acne for quite a few years, and what I was experiencing was so different, and I did a whole lot of research, and I really just thought I had fungal acne. But I did go to a dermatologist and I asked specifically to be tested for fungal acne to make sure that I actually had it. So all of the treatment methods that I talked about in that video did not work for me, and that is because I don't have fungal acne, and that really explains why it didn't work for me. So all of that information and all those things that I talked about in that video is information that I found from the research that I have done. So even though I don't have fungal acne, all of the information that I talk about in that video is information that I found from doing research. So if you do have fungal acne, those treatments that I talk about in that video should work for you. Fungal acne can look like a variety of different skin issues. For example, those little tiny forehead bumps that look like skin colored, but they're just little bumps on your forehead. So those can be fungal acne. They might even be something called milia. They might even be closed comedones. It's hard to tell. So that is why going to a dermatologist and actually getting tested to make sure that you have it is the best way to really figure out if you have it. So if you're really just not sure, or you've tried some of the fungal acne treatments and it's not working for you, it might be because you don't have it. So going to a dermatologist and asking to be tested for fungal acne, of course, is the best way to figure out if you actually have fungal acne. Anyway, I just wanted to explain all of that before I went ahead and I got into the video. Let's just get right to the video. So for foundation, I have two options that I think that are great options if you have fungal acne, and that is either the Alima Pure Satin Matte Foundation or the Lolo. This is their mineral foundation. So these are both mineral foundations. So because they're powders, I feel like they work really well. They don't feel heavy on the skin. They have a very lightweight feeling on the skin, So to apply it, I'm going to use this dense brush. It also has some give to it. This is the brush that I really like to use when I apply powder foundations. So I think for this video, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to use the Lolo foundation. So the Alima Pure foundation, I think that it is really great if you want something with a little bit more coverage, because that foundation does build really well. If you want to see a tutorial or my review of that foundation, I do have a review video up on my channel if you want to check that out and also just see how that foundation applies. But I haven't used the Lolo mineral foundation on my channel yet, so I want to use this today, also because I think that it's a great option if you have fungal acne. So I'm just swirling this around on my brush and then tapping off the excess, and then I'm just gonna buff it into the skin. Foundations too is that you don't want to put it on a lot all at once, because then that can tend to look cakey. You want to just apply a little bit at a time and then just keep building it up. Take this little brush right here. It is by Real Techniques. It is their setting brush, and I'm just going to use this to do a little bit more precise concealing. So I'm just taking the same powder on this brush and I'm just gonna buff it in to those areas where I want more coverage. If you have fungal acne on your forehead, I would recommend just not putting a lot of foundation on your forehead because it can accentuate it. So then with this same small brush right here, I'm going to take the Alima Pure Satin Matte Foundation in the shade Beige 2. And I'm actually going to use this as a concealer, and I'm going to put this under my eyes. So you can use a liquid concealer if you want. This is one that I think is just great if you have fungal acne. Just because, again, it is a powder, and Alima Pure does have a powder concealer if you don't want to use the foundation. I'm just using that because that's what I have, but they do have a powder concealer if you want to check that out. But yeah, so I'm just going to take this foundation and I'm going to buff it under my eyes as a concealer, and then I'm also going to put it on my eyelids as well. I am going to take the Alima Pure bronzer. It is in the shade Mauna. So this is what it looks like right here. I know it's like similar packaging as the powder foundation, but this is what the bronzer looks like. And I'm just going to take a little bit of this on a fluffy brush and apply it like a regular bronzer. Just swirling it around, tapping it off, and then applying it. Another option for a bronzer is the Lolo Sculpt and Glow Contour Duo. It has a contour shade and also a highlighter shade, so you could use this one as well. I think that the contour shade works really well as a bronzer. Take the same contour shade from here, and I'm going to take an eyeshadow crease brush, and I'm going to apply this to the crease. For blush, I'm going to use the Alima Pure Luminous Shimmer Blush, and I have it in the shade Freja. It's a really, really gorgeous shade. They have matte versions as well, but I really like this luminous version. It doesn't have any chunks of glitter or anything like that, but it just looks really pretty and luminous. For a highlighter, I'm going to use the Alima Pure highlighter, and it is in the shade Lumina. The shade is so gorgeous. Again, this is a powder product. Just going to take a very little bit of this, and I'm going to use the same setting brush that I used earlier, and just apply this to the tops of the cheekbones. And then I also like to apply it on the brow bones, a little bit on the nose, and a little bit on the cupid's bow. Now for the eyebrows, I'm going to use the 100% Pure Long Last Brows in the shade Taupe. So this is what the product looks like right here. I'm going to use the Ilia Beauty Tinted Lip Conditioner in the shade Oh Baby. This color is so gorgeous. I absolutely love it. I feel like it's great for every day. So now I'm going to curl my eyelashes. For mascara, I'm going to use the Ilia Beauty, and this is their Limitless Lash Mascara. I have a little mini version of it. Mine is almost dried out, so it's not as good as it normally is. So this is the finished makeup look. I hope that you guys liked it. Now, if you guys have any questions about makeup for Malassezia Folloculitis or fungal acne, please feel free to ask me in the comment section below. Also, I would love it if you would go ahead and stop by on Instagram and say hello. I post clean beauty content on there if you're interested. It is the same name as my YouTube channel name, which is Routine Beauty with 3 Ys. So, alright, so that is it for today's video. I hope that you all found it helpful and that you liked it. If you did, please let me know by giving me a thumbs up. If you guys would like to see more videos from me, I talk about clean beauty. If you guys like that kind of content, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you don't miss it when I post new videos. Other than that, I hope that you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.